up, YouTube? Today's video is going to be, did I make a mistake buying a Dodge RT and not waiting for an SRT? And simple answer is no. From my life, from my whole status and situation, I needed something a little less extreme than an SRT vehicle. That's why I went with the RT. After I did some research, yes, the extra horsepower, so on and so forth, that the SRTs had coming was more. But one of the put-offs was, if you wanted to order one, dealers were asking for a premium up front. They were asking for anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 for them. And they didn't even know what car they were getting yet. So I was like, that's a lot of money to put out and not even be able to get the benefit of getting color and pick and choice and so on and so forth, just having to settle for whatever the dealer gets in first if you want to be the first guy with one. So what I decided to do was I shopped around a little bit and I saw that these RTs came up on a heavily discounted price because Dodge was releasing factory incentives, I guess, so as to push the Durango out before the launch of the SRT. After doing some more research, I realized that the RT was better for me because there's several different supercharge companies out there that have been making superchargers for the 5.7 V8 since the Magnums have been out. I mean, this is an old motor. This motor, everybody knows it. It's pretty straightforward. It's a good motor, solid motor. It does take low boost. So, I mean, if you put in around 6 to 7 pounds, you should still be within all your factory parameters and not stressing the motor or stressing the transmission. And these supercharger kits, some of them have been known to put down to the wheels, all-wheel drive, 423 horsepower, which anybody that watches dyno videos and sees the SRTs, most of them are dynoing out between 360 and 380, depending if there's any mods, depending temperature. You know, obviously every time you dyno a car, there's a million different reasons why you get a difference in horsepower readings, but you know, 10 to 20 horsepower pretty much solidifies that the car's putting around 380 down to the wheels most of the time in good conditions. You know, obviously if you have heat soak and you're running the car hard all the time and you're sitting in traffic, you're going to be on the lower end with that 360 horsepower. So when you take into account that if you throw a supercharger into this RT, I'm going to be putting down to the wheels 423 horsepower. And we're going to get to that in a little bit. First of all, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos out there. 2 months, we got 2,000 views. We got 23 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. I appreciate everybody that takes time to watch my videos. You could be watching anything else. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an update also on this video of not only for me was an RT the right choice. Everybody is different, first of all. Second of all, there's no wrong choice when you buy a car, as long as that's the car that you're happy. Because at the end of the day, when you write that check every month for the note, you're the one that's going to be reminded of the car that's sitting outside. And if it's the car you love and it's your dream car and it's what you want, then you can't put a price next to that. You can't put a value on that. You can't put a dollar amount on that, you know? So when you take into account the fact that you can't put a price next to contentment. I won't say happiness because material things aren't happiness, but to be content, making a payment every month and going out and getting in the vehicle that you're driving every day and feel happy and feel confident in the car, whatever level it is. Even if it's a brand new Honda Civic LX, it's a brand new car. It's a new vehicle. It's going to give you life. You're going to enjoy it. I'm always amazed by the different bonds people form with cars. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the reasons why I love cars so much. You know what I mean? It's one of the reasons why I think that it's an important part of our society. Henry Ford revolutionized the building of the cars. And, you know, it's been a part of America since the beginning of time. And you know, as far as I could remember, anybody I ever knew, they always just wanted their license and they wanted their car because it represented a significant type of freedom. So, that being said, when people buy cars, there's no real rhyme or reason. any car you buy is a depreciating asset. Any car you buy is going to lose money. Any car you buy, you drive it off the lot, unless it's a collector's item vehicle. And these are totally different class of vehicle. I'm talking about everyday vehicles. I'm not talking about limited number vehicles. I'm not talking about special production vehicles. Those are different animals. People buy those cars and pay a premium for those cars and hold those cars and collect those cars because there's a future investment in that car, in that it's not going to be available anymore. And at some point in time, when the people who wanted it, who have the means to get it, they will pay a premium over what that person paid to buy that car. So that person inherently will make money. There's a lot of exporters. You have people that buy cars and export them out of the country because they're not available in other countries, and people with the means to import them and get them in want them there. So those people will pay a premium and they'll pay an extra dollar amount because they're going to make money on that car. Now, that aside, if you're a person that's just driving a car every day, you have to think about your long-term goal with that car also. You can't just think about, oh, I'm getting a new car. It's very easy to get lost in the hype. When you go shopping for a new car, you better be ready to walk out of that dealership if they don't give you a good deal. If you're not ready to walk out of that dealership, no matter how bad you need that car, no matter how bad you want that car, you're going to overpay. So I went with the RT Durango because in my life, I needed better gas mileage. I needed certain regular everyday things that I wasn't gonna get in the SRT. I need regular brakes that I can change, I can do them myself. There's certain things that I can do on this car right now in the state that it's in that I could perform maintenance and work on it, that if it was a higher end, higher performance vehicle, you start to get specialized tooling, you start to have other things involved that you don't necessarily want to take into, your own hands. If you get the new Brembo brake kits on these newer cars, it's something you want to do with somebody who does those kits all the time. They have different pads, so on and so forth. If you don't do it right, you end up with squeaks, you end up with shimmies, you end up with all kinds of things, and you could actually ruin your rotors. So I went for the more simple approach because I'm a little more hands-on with my cars. I get a little more involved with them. Now, as far as the Demon Durango, we are going to do the supercharge kit, and I think I put it at, all right, when I get to 10,000 subscribers, I will install the supercharger kit. So if tomorrow I turn on my YouTube account and I've got 10,000 subscribers, then I got a problem because I'm kind of tossed up whose supercharger I'm going to go with. And that means if I wake up tomorrow, that means I got to make the decision quicker. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're at 23 subscribers. We're doing great. I love you all. And that's the long and short of the difference for me between the SRT and the RT. The SRT is a monster vehicle. The new Trackhawk, monster vehicles. These are monsters. These are out-the-box monsters. You don't have to modify anything. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to do anything to them. They come with a warranty. They come with finance. They come with all these things that once you purchase a car like this, unless you have auxiliary funds to supplement that, it's going to be very difficult to complete your project. So part of the thing I do before I jump into any project is I like to try to get a good feel of the car in its stock state. I'm coming up on about 8 months. So, once I get to a year, that's probably, for this spring, I'm probably going to throw the new rims and tires on. Just wanted to get a good year driving with these 20-inch by 8.5s to see what the feel in the car is like. I'm not going to go to 22s because that's going to inhibit performance on this vehicle. I'm going to stick with the 20s, and I'm going to go with just a 20 by 10 to get a wider tire berth, just to give it a more fuller wheel well. Looking into a couple of different suspension kits. Spoke with somebody at Hotchkiss, and might be something I'm going to wait for. So there's a few things out there in the world, and we'll see. Part of modifying your vehicle is also, to have a plan, an overall plan. So my overall plan is to have an 2017 RT Durango that has more horsepower than a stock 2017, 2018 SRT Durango to the wheels. And if I accomplish that in my book, I think I earned the Demon badges on the fender. So let's get me to 10,000 subscribers. Let's get the supercharge in this car, and let's tour the world and go show everybody what a little bit of ingenuity can do. Y'all have a great day. Like and subscribe in the bottom. Comment, please. I appreciate everybody's opinions. Thank you.